All right, guys.
Kevin.
We're gonna get into our what?
Shut up.
This is our final May debate. Probably the last time they're ever gonna let me host the "Is You With It or Not" segment. So I'm gonna go hard with this one. We are gonna discuss powerhouses in the NBA, and it's applicable because as we approach the NBA Finals with two modern-day powerhouses, if you want to give them that. We're going to discuss the two ultimate NBA powerhouses in the Los Angeles Lakers and the Boston Celtics, who have played each other 359 times. They've combined for a total of 33 out of 70 NBA championships. They've met in the finals 12 times and are heralded as the best NBA rivalry ever. So the question tonight is, which NBA franchise is the best NBA franchise? Los Angeles Lakers or the Boston Celtics, who I'm sure will get no love tonight. And our debaters are going to be the great Red O and Junior Blue. And Ambassador Dev the Dad will judge it. Omar.
Remember where you live.
3,000 miles away from all of you guys. Omar, it's on you, brother. Call it in the air.
Tails.
Never fails. Omar.
It's tails?
It is tails.
I'm taking Boston. Oh! Lest you go first.
Hey, they playing this shit. They about to
watch
do
the
some
clock,
shit.
man.
Maybe y'all should have.
Hold on, let me get the clock. 1 second.
You go, Omar. Bring it home, baby.
See, that's some punk shit right there. All right, when you're ready,
I
Les.
took this seriously.
All right. The Los Angeles Lakers are the greatest franchise in the history of the NBA.
Yes, they are.
They have 16 NBA championships. They have been to the NBA Finals 31 times in 68 years.
Talk your shit, Les.
That they've been part of the NBA. We have been to the Finals 45% of the time in the last 68 years. They only missed the playoffs 9 times, and 4 of them has come in the last 4 years when a reload became a rebuild. They have been to the NBA Finals every decade, and they have won a title every decade except the 60s and the 90s. They have the longest winning streak at 33 in a row in 1972 when they won the title. Now, people want to bring up the Celtics as the greatest because they have 17 titles. Let's break they 17 down real quick.
Break it down, Les.
Because really, they should get the Biggie Award. And if you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about.
They understand.
From 1957 and 1969, they won 11 of their 17 championships in the Bill Russell era. You know what? They only had 8 to 12 teams in that time. They had part-time players who needed jobs during the offseason, and some of them needed jobs during the season. So people weren't fielding true NBA teams. So, in 1970 starts what we consider the modern era of basketball. So let's look at it from there. In the last 47 years, the Lakers have won 11 championships to Boston's 6.
Oh, wow.
The Lakers have made to finals 19 times to the Celtics 9. The Lakers have The Lakers have missed the playoffs 8 times in 47 years. The Celtics 14 times. How in the world are they better than us when 30% of the time they don't even make the playoffs? So that's why I say my team, the Los Angeles Lakers, is the greatest franchise in NBA history.
Might be the greatest franchise.
Well fucking said, Les.
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
Y'all some busters. All right. You ready?
Yes. Tell me when to go. So this debate is about truth and facts. Things you cannot doubt. The Boston Celtics are undoubtedly a great franchise. Even as a Los Angeles Lakers fan, I cannot sit here and doubt the greatness of that franchise. Even the actual city of Boston, where the team resides, actually lends to the greatness of the franchise. So what I'm going to do is list the reasons that I think undoubtedly make the city of Boston and its NBA franchise greater than the Los Angeles Lakers. Reason number 1. The city of Boston has more racist City of the North regional titles than any other city north of the Mason-Dixon line. Reason number 2, the city of Boston has more still segregated Northern City awards than any other northern city.
Take your time and get that word out.
I'm gonna say it again. Number 2, the city of Boston has more still segregated. Damn! Wait, I got it.
You got it?
Segregated. Bam! Northern City awards than any other northern city. And last but not least, the city of Boston has more of the prestigious, most likely to call opposing athletes niggas, spics, or porch monkey awards than any other city in the United States, not just the North. Ask any athlete who has been there and they will tell you, still to this day. If you take that and add to the fact that the Boston Celtics have 17 titles to the Lakers' 16 championships, one more is all you need to be great, right? You just need one more.
Just
right?
one more.
Just one more. Mm-hmm. So if you take that, I mean, I understand the fact that the Celtics only have 5 championships in what I consider the modern era, which was 1976 after the ABA. If you want to go to 6 in 70, that's fine. And the Lakers have 10. We doubled it, which, you know, they still have one more than us, right? I mean, I understand that. Okay, I'm done.
Omar, your hate is visceral.
Massachusetts, how you doing?
See, Kev, we tried to have a real conversation, right?
I did. I told you how great the city of Boston was.
Oh man,
y'all some busters. We're not gonna talk about how only 11 of y'all championships are actually in Los Angeles. Or
I don't understand.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you said the franchise.
It's still the Lakers franchise.
And you didn't say
okay. And then how you said that they won in the 60s and all that when they won all those ships. You don't count those. But
I got a question.
No, I didn't say I didn't count. I didn't say I counted.
I got a question for you since you sound like you don't.
No, I'm just trying to give it some.
Who do you think is the better franchise?
Well, that's he got to answer that.
My
opinion is really about the argument.
Yeah.
And who had the better argument. I'm asking, regardless of the argument, who do you think has a better franchise?
I think if you look at all of it,
you can't say it.
It's not even that. I mean, if without diving into it, I would probably say the Lakers. But if you start looking at everything, it's a closer conversation.
So who won the argument?
I don't think any one of you motherfuckers. Because that set this shit up.
And we did not. I promise you.
I mean,
I told you my argument for the Lakers last week.
I promise y'all, Les had no idea. I was picking Boston. Kenyon had no idea.
Yeah, I'm just along for the ride, man. They didn't want me to be a part of it.
Co-signing and everything.
Yeah.
Around like,
talk your shit. Do it, Les. That was all natural.
Motherfucker.
Well, I can't lie. I do feel like we kind of have to bring some perspective to the conversation from the Boston side. Trust me, no dog in the fight. I don't root for either one of y'all ever, but we can't dismiss that the Lakers, as successful as they've been, have always come up against issues when they play Boston. I mean, like I mentioned in the intro, they played each other 359 times. The Celtics are 200 wins to 159 losses.
But look at the time frame. I mean, who won in 2010? Boston won in 2008. Lakers won in 87. Lakers won in 85. I mean, if you want to go back 60 years, you can do that.
It's a great matchup. This isn't a finals discussion. This is about which franchise is better.
Right,
and
but
we are better.
Exactly. But they always match up in the finals. I mean, so I mean,
no, we don't always match up.
We don't always match up.
That because we've been
we've been there more than them. So
it's 12 times y'all have gone and played each other. They're 9-3.
Okay. That doesn't make them a better franchise.
Exactly.
Well, y'all shit's gonna be super biased. But I mean, like, if you talk about
does that make them better?
That's part of the conversation.
If they haven't made the playoffs 30% of the time, how are they better?
Okay, so here's my issue, and that's where we get to arguing just for arguing's sake. When that's part of the conversation, it comes down to everything you know. Instead of just arguing, everything you know, who's the better franchise? Regardless, I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan. So regardless of everything you know,
we know that.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the Lakers are better, but I can come up with a argument that I feel is undoubted.
But you didn't come up with an argument for Boston. You came up.
But what would be your argument for Boston being a better franchise from outside of 17 to 16, and especially when 11 of them happened 50 years ago?
Hey, did you hear what I said at the beginning? I said it's all true facts. Boston is still the most segregated city of the North.
We're gonna give you a fifth time to say that.
I said it right that time. Segregated.
I'm just saying it's a deeper conversation, and you guys are going to be biased on it, and we look like we're hating because we're trying to bring perspective.
No, but that's why I was asking
because
what it is.
Because all right, it's not just the championship.
It's not biased.
You look at biased. You look at the players.
That's wrong.
You look at because I would say that if you look at the top players from each team, the Lakers have your starting five. You can't fucking beat the Lakers starting five. But when you start looking at the Celtics bench versus y'all's on the top players, you can't deny that. You talk about the retired players' jerseys. Okay. You talk about the Hall of Famers. Like all that shit comes into play.
And it died with Red Auerbach.
Exactly. Like
we've been successful with Pat Riley, with Phil Jackson, with Jerry
modern
West,
era
with Mitch
of
Kupchak.
basketball. It's undeniable that the Lakers have been since the purchase.
Well, the modern day is defined by when you said it was.
Okay, when did you
define 76?
I did not define it by that. That was me researching the argument when there were players in the ABA that weren't all in the NBA, and then that's when it became harder to win a championship. You had more players, you had more games, you had more teams. It became harder to win a championship, and in that
less
era,
crack.
Hey,
Fly Williams.
And you can and you can thank both the Boston Celtics and the Lakers for bringing the NBA back in the 80s for that.
All day. All day. It is no hate, except for I hate them.
Right.
And we're better. And on that note,
segregated.